Right now, inside your bank account, there is a war happening. Every dollar that arrives is immediately being claimed by your bills, your habits, your impulse decisions, and 100 small purchases you will not remember making by next Tuesday. And every month, without fail, you end up wondering where your paycheck went. Most people try to solve this with budgeting apps, spending journals, and promises to be more disciplined next month. It never works for long, not because they are weak, but because they have been trying to solve an architecture problem with willpower. And those are two completely different things. Welcome to the Wealth Blueprint. Today, I am going to show you a system, not a budget, not a tracking app, not a set of rules, a design structure for how your money flows that makes overspending structurally impossible and wealth building automatic. You do not need more discipline. You need better architecture. Let me start with why the standard single bank account setup is one of the most financially destructive arrangements most people live with. When all of your money sits in one account, your brain sees one number. Let us say your balance is $3,000. Your brain registers $3,000 available. But here is the reality: your brain is not calculating automatically. Rent is $1,200. Utilities are $180. Car insurance is $140. Phone and internet are $110. Subscriptions are $65. That is $1,695 already committed money that is not yours to spend even though it appears in your balance. Your actual free money is $1,305. But your brain thinks you have 3,000. This gap between the number you see and the number that actually belongs to you is where overspending lives. Not because you are irresponsible, because you are human, and humans are neurologically terrible at mentally subtracting future obligations from present balances. The Nobel Prize-winning behavioral economist Richard Thaler spent decades proving this. He called it mental accounting failure. We cannot reliably track multiple financial commitments in our heads simultaneously. We see one number and we respond to one number. The solution is not to try harder at mental math. The solution is to eliminate the need for mental math entirely by designing a system where the money is already separated before you ever look at it. This is the 3-vault system. 3 separate accounts, each with a single clearly defined purpose, that together create a money architecture where overspending becomes almost impossible and wealth building happens automatically every single month. Vault 1 is the obligations vault. This is a dedicated account, no debit card attached, no convenient access that holds exactly one thing: your fixed monthly commitments, rent or mortgage, utilities, insurance, phone and internet, every subscription and recurring payment, every obligation that shows up on the same schedule every month. When your income arrives, paycheck, freelance payment, any source, the first thing that happens automatically is that the exact amount required to cover all of your obligations transfers into Vault 1. Not roughly, not approximately. The precise total of your monthly obligations, calculated once, automated forever. You do not touch this account. You do not have a card for it. It exists purely as a holding chamber for money that was never actually yours. It was already committed before it arrived. The moment this separation happens, your entire psychological relationship with money shifts, because now your brain never sees the obligation's money. It disappears into Vault 1 before you even notice it is gone. Your remaining balance is the truth. It is actually what you have available. Vault 2 is the Freedom Vault. This is your daily life account, the one your debit card is connected to, the one you use for groceries, dining, entertainment, clothing, and everything that makes life enjoyable. This account receives a specific, predetermined allocation after the obligations vault is funded. Here is the critical design principle of Vault 2. The amount that goes here is not what is left over after everything else. It is a deliberate decision made in advance about how much your lifestyle actually costs per month. You calculate your real monthly spending on living expenses. You add a reasonable margin for flexibility and enjoyment, and you fund this account with exactly that amount every month. When Vault 2 is empty, it is empty. There is no overflow account to dip into, no savings to borrow from, no mental trick that lets you rationalize one more purchase. The account balance tells you the truth in real time, without any math required on your part. This is the psychological mechanism that stops overspending cold. Not discipline, not rules, just a balance that shows you exactly what you actually have to spend. Vault 3 is the wealth vault. This is the account that most people never create, and the absence of it is why most people never build real wealth regardless of how long they work or how much they earn. Vault 3 is funded before Vault 2. This is the most important design choice in the entire system. After obligations are covered, the wealth vault receives its allocation first, a predetermined percentage of your income that is non-negotiable. That does not change based on how good or bad the previous month was, and that immediately begins working for your future. Index funds, retirement accounts, emergency fund contributions, long-term investment positions. The money goes there automatically before you see it, before you feel the temptation to spend it, before this month's expenses have a chance to claim it. Most people invest what is left over after they spend. Vault 3 inverts that entirely. You invest first, then you live on what remains. This structural inversion, wealth building before spending, not after, is the single practice that separates people who gradually accumulate significant wealth from people who earn well for decades and arrive at retirement, surprised that they have far less than expected. Now let me show you what this looks like with actual numbers. Assume a monthly take-home income of $4,000. First, the obligations vault receives everything your fixed commitments require. Let us say that total is $1,800. Rent, utilities, insurance, subscriptions gone, automated, handled. Your real available balance is now $2,200. Second, before Vault 2 receives anything, Vault 3 receives its allocation. If you commit to investing 15% of your take-home income, that is $600. Automated transfer to your investment account the moment your paycheck clears. Done, never seen, never available to spend. Third, Vault 2 receives the remaining $1,600 for the month. Groceries, dining, entertainment, personal spending, everything comes from here, and the balance tells you exactly what you have in real time. What does this architecture produce? Month 1, it feels tight. Your brain is adjusting to a new normal. Month 3, it begins to feel natural. Month 12, you look at your investment account and realize it has received $7,200 this year, an amount you would never have consciously chosen to move there, but that happened automatically because the system decided it before you could redirect it elsewhere. Compound that over 5 years, over 10, over 20, and you begin to understand why the wealthy consistently build wealth even in years when their income does not dramatically increase. The architecture does the work. The system is the discipline. There are 2 additional design rules that make this system durable rather than temporary. The first is the rule of zero flexibility on Vault 3. Every month, regardless of what happened, Vault 3 receives its percentage. You had an expensive month. You fund Vault 3 first and you adjust Vault 2. You received unexpected income. The same percentage goes to Vault 3, not a smaller emergency contribution because things were tight, not a slightly larger amount because things went well. The percentage is fixed. The automation is permanent. The decision is made once and then left alone. This is critical because the flexibility most people allow themselves around investing, contributing more in good months, and skipping in bad ones dramatically undercuts the compounding effect over time. Consistent small contributions outperform irregular large ones in almost every realistic investment scenario. The fixed automated percentage ensures consistency regardless of your emotional state in any given month. The second rule is the quarterly rebalance. Once every 3 months, sit down with your 3 vault allocations and ask one question. Does this still reflect my actual life? Did your rent change? Did you add or remove a subscription? Did your income increase? Adjust all 3 vault amounts accordingly. Not monthly, that creates too much friction and invites manipulation. Not annually, that allows 12 months of misalignment to accumulate. Quarterly is the right interval. It keeps the system accurate without making it feel like constant maintenance. Here is what I want you to do today, right now before this video ends. Open your banking app and calculate the exact total of your fixed monthly obligations, every recurring charge, every committed bill, every payment that shows up on schedule. That number is the amount that should be flowing into Vault 1 automatically the moment your income arrives. Then decide on your Vault 3 percentage. If you are just starting, 10% is a reasonable foundation. If you have been investing for a while and want to accelerate, 15 or 20% will compound dramatically over time. Set that automation up today. The Freedom Vault 2 will take care of itself. Whatever remains after obligations and wealth are funded is yours to live on, guilt-free, without tracking, without calculating, without wondering if you are spending too much. The architecture has already ensured that your most important financial priorities are handled. What is left is genuinely yours. This system does not require you to be more disciplined. It requires you to spend 20 minutes setting up 3 accounts, calculating your numbers once, and establishing 3 automated transfers. 20 minutes of setup for a financial structure that runs correctly for the rest of your working life. The people who build real wealth are not the ones who budget obsessively or track every purchase. They are the ones who designed a system that makes the right financial decisions automatically and then got out of the way and let it work. Leave a comment below and tell me how many bank accounts do you currently use, and which vault is missing from your current setup. I read every comment, and your answers shape what we cover next. Subscribe to the Wealth Blueprint, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Build the architecture. Let it work. See you there.